So it's to a judge and 9 for every athlete. And Michael Nitschke is the first of the athletes we spot in the home straight. So he heads up the home straight, leading out from Finlay Crisp in second spot. Then you have Liam Hanrahan, Michael Hyde, right I should say, and Lockie Hall. Then in the purple, Luke Mitchell, behind him Thomas Elfenbein. The next group you've got in the yellow, Thomas Dowd, then Daniel Canala, Adrian Potter and Jacob Cox. So going by the judge, Michael Nitschke leading from Finlay Crisp second. Now quickly, Michael Wright went up on the outside and went by Liam Hanrahan into third spot. Next then was Lockie Hall. Behind him was Luke Mitchell, then Thomas Elfenbein. Going by the judge now in the yellow, Thomas Dowd. Daniel Canala was next in the last pair, Adrian Potter and Jacob Cox. So Michael Nitschke, they've all run the first circuit. Nitschke's been in front from the word go. Michael Nitschke comes into the home straight this time to get 8 to travel, and his lead is about probably 15 metres. Over Finlay Crisp in second spot. Then not much between Michael Wright and Liam Hanrahan, the next pair. Then Lockie Hall. Behind him in the purple is Luke Mitchell. He's moved away slightly from Thomas Elfenbein. And then the other 4 runners almost as one. Thomas Dowd, Daniel Canala, Adrian Potter and Jacob Cox. Michael Nitschke leads the way, goes towards the back, leading Finlay Crisp in second. Michael Wright third, Liam Hanrahan fourth. Lockie Hall was fifth. The next runner then was Luke Mitchell from Thomas Elfenbein, and still this group of 4 at the tail. Thomas Dale, Daniel Canala, Adrian Potter and Jacob Cox. So it's Nitschke. They've run 2 laps. Michael Nitschke in front with about 7.5 laps left to travel. Over Finlay Crisp in second spot. Michael Wright third, Liam Hanrahan was fourth, and closing on that pair now was Lockie Hall. Next was Luke Mitchell from Thomas Elfenbein, then Thomas Dowd. Next was Daniel Canala, Jacob Cox. He now relegates Adrian Potter back to last. At the judge with 7 to go is Michael Nitschke. Leads only about probably 6 metres now. Over Finlay Crisp second. Going into third now was Lockie Hall. He's gone by Michael Ryan and Liam Hanrahan. Luke Mitchell was next from Thomas Elfenbein. And again this group of 4, Thomas Dowd with Daniel Canala, Adrian Potter now goes up on the outside of Jacob Cox, who's just looking for some room. Michael Nitschke goes up the back. He's been in front for 3 laps. Michael Nitschke leading by about 5 metres over Finlay Crisp in second spot. 12 metres away, Lockie Hall was third. Michael Wright was in next spot from Liam Hanrahan. Then still about 15 to 20 metres away to Luke Mitchell, Thomas Elfenbein in the back 4, seemingly not panicking at this stage. Thomas Dowd, Daniel Canala, Adrian Potter and Jacob Cox. Although now both Potter and Cox are making a bit of a move, and they go by both Thomas Dowd and Daniel Canala. At the judge with 6 to go, Michael Nitschke leading by 8 metres. Over Finlay Crisp in second, Lockie Hall third. Fourth, Michael Wright. Fifth was Liam Hanrahan. Next was Luke Mitchell from Thomas Elfenbein. Then Adrian Potter, Jacob Cox, Thomas Dowd and Daniel Canala. Nitschke goes up the back once again. So he's got a bit over 5.5 laps left to travel. About to go to second now is Lockie Hall. He goes by Finlay Crisp. About 10 metres away then to Michael Wright, Liam Hanrahan. Another 12 metres or so to Luke Mitchell, Thomas Elfenbein, Adrian Potter, Jacob Cox. They're just steadily making ground. The other 2 sticking with them, Thomas Dowd and Daniel Canala. So Michael Nitschke, he is about to be headed off seemingly. As they come down to get 5 laps left to travel, we've got a new leader. Lockie Hall has taken it up. So Lockie Hall moves to the lead. Finlay Crisp to second. Michael Nitschke back to third. About 15 minutes away then to Michael Wright. Liam Hanrahan was next. Thomas Elfenbein and Luke Mitchell side by side. Adrian Potter, Jacob Cox, Thomas Dowd, Daniel Canala. You could have thrown a handkerchief over that 14 virtually from them. Well, probably 3 laps ago. But going up the back in the leader, Lockie Hall. So Lockie Hall with a bit over 4.5 laps left to go. Michael Nitschke went to second again. Finlay Crisp was third. Then Michael Wright, Liam Hanrahan. Thomas Thomas Elfenbein, Luke Mitchell, Adrian Potter, Jacob Cox, and the last pair, Thomas Dowd and Daniel Canada. So up the home straight, coming down to get 4 laps left to run. And now Lockie Hall seemingly trying to make a bit of a move here. So Lockie Hall's moved nearly 10 metres in front. He's starting to try and wind it up. Michael Nitschke second, Finlay Chris was third. Next Michael Wright from Liam Hanrahan. Then Thomas Elfenbein, Luke Mitchell. Next Adrian Potter, Jacob Cox. They're shadowing one another wherever they go. And the other two are right with them, Thomas Dowd and Daniel Canala. Lockie Hall's opened up about a 15-metre lead. Over Michael Nitschke second, Finlay Chris third, Michael Wright fourth, then Liam Hanrahan. His outside was Thomas Elfenbein. Luke Mitchell was next. The other 4 have nearly tacked onto that group now. Adrian Potter, Jacob Cox, Thomas Dowd and Daniel Canala. So Lockie Hall comes into the home straight and he leads by about 8 metres. Going into second now, Thomas Elfenbein making a bit of a move. So a bit of a change here behind this leader. Thomas Elfenbein's gone to a clear second. Michael Nitschke was third, and here come the 2 big guns out wide. Adrian Potter now taking off with Jacob Cox as they get 3 laps left to go. So the race really starting to hot up now. And the leader was Lockie Hall. He's been in front for a couple of laps, but he's about to get company. Firstly from Thomas Elfenbein. Adrian Potter and Jacob Cox both working into it stylishly. The next runner then was Liam Hanrahan. Then Thomas Dowd. He goes by Luke Mitchell. Michael Nitschke was next. Then Daniel Canala. Second last now Finlay Chris. And at the tail was Michael Hyde. So we've got a new leader. Taking over now was Thomas Elfenbein as they come into the home straight to get 2 laps left to go. Thomas Elfenbein takes it up now from Lockie Hall. But stalking the pace now, Adrian Potter with Jacob Cox. Trying to latch onto their backs, Thomas Dowd. As they come to the jump, 2 laps to go. And the leader, Thomas Elfenbein from Lockie Hall. Adrian Potter, Jacob Cox, they're ready to strike. Next, Thomas Dowd. Behind them was Liam Hanrahan. The next runner, Luke Mitchell. And behind him in turn then was Daniel Canala. And then Michael Nitschke. And at the tail then would have been Michael Wright. They go down the back. Jacob Cox, the Backmarker, now saying it's time to go. And Jacob Cox with 11 and a half to go. Takes it up now. So he's the one they have to beat. Going to second was Adrian Potter. You'd think they've probably got the race to themselves even this far from home. They'll get the bell this time. So Jacob Cox leading. Jacob Cox in front. Thomas Elfenbein is sticking fat. He goes up and retakes the lead. So Thomas Elfenbein from Jacob Cox. In third, Adrian Potter. Then Lockie Hall. Next was Thomas Dowd. And then Daniel Canala. Let's get back to the action. And it's Thomas Elfenbein who's now testing Jacob Cox. Thomas Elfenbein up the back. Leads 3 metres over Jacob Cox, who has to dig deep. 12 metres away then to Adrian Potter. A gap then to Thomas Dowd. With him Lockie Hall. Thomas Elfenbein. He's about to turn for home with a 5-metre lead. He might have pitched it. Jacob Cox. Can he peg him back? In third, Adrian Potter. It's Thomas Elfenbein though. He's pulling clear from Jacob Cox. Then Adrian Potter and Thomas Elfenbein. Outstanding. Thomas Elfenbein takes it up. Wins the Backmarkers from Jacob Cox second, Adrian Potter third. Lockie Hall fourth. Fifth home Thomas Dowd. Sixth home is Daniel Canala. 7th placing will go to Luke Mitchell. 8th placing will go the way of Liam Hanrahan. 9th placing will be Michael Nitschke. And 10th placing will go the way of Finlay Crisp. And one more to bring in. Make sure there's plenty of encouragement for Michael Wright as he finishes off the last portion of the Village Stanley Bakery 3200 metre backmarkers, won brilliantly by Thomas Elfenbein.